Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6, where we stopped playing, I stopped playing, in this random person's basement right here, for no particular reason. Well, the reason why I stopped there was that I wanted to stop recording, and that was as good a place as any. There's actually one thing that I'm quickly gonna go back... am I quickly gonna go back for it? Actually, no, never mind. We're not gonna get through Fort Saffron. I mean, obviously, this is going to be just like Fort Emerald in Almaria. We're going to be stopped there right now. And there seems to be a smallish little side cave, which I'm guessing is this, even though it looks like we're still a bit further away from that, just from looking at the map, but that's never particularly accurate. We got goblin servants. Who are they serving? Vanessa, apparently. Oh, didn't she used to be, or... Yeah, wasn't... Shaney's retreat. Shaney. Okay, so Vanessa is not the owner of this place? She just lives here? Works here, perhaps? But yeah, I want to say that in this area, in previous games, or a previous game, there used to be an alchemist, perhaps? I want to say an alchemist, or some sort of... Maybe... No, I want to say an alchemist. I mean, this looks kind of alchemical to me, but... We'll see. This old crumbling shop looks like it dates back to the earliest days of Avernum. I mean, it's very possible that it's actually from all the way back in Escape from the Pit. I mean, I remember it being definitely in one of the games where you have a separate overworld, and you'd approach this little hut in the side cave, and just a little text box with the encounter would pop up. It wasn't an area you would explore. Although maybe it existed in several games, and maybe it was explorable like this sometime, somewhere before. But who knows? Anyway, this is going to be different probably because it's at the very least 10 years after the previous game, and who knows how many decades after whatever I might remember. This old crumbling shop looks like it dates back to the earliest days of Avernum. And most of the wares being sold here are of a comparable age. Oh. There's a lot of dust. The sneezing begins almost immediately. The mold and decay don't seem to bother the shopkeeper. She's a young, cheery woman with 2 wands hanging from her belt. You don't have to wonder how she defends herself out here. Well, she also has the goblins apparently working for her. Ah, welcome, soldier. Welcome to Shaney's Retreat, oldest continuously functioning trading post in all of Avernum. At least I think it is. Whatever your adventuring needs, I have something that can help you. Okay, maybe it wasn't an alchemist. But, well, some sort of merchant or craftsperson. Oh well. Someone's probably gonna tell me anyway. Tell me about Shaney's Retreat. Well, or we're gonna... maybe she's gonna be the one who's gonna give me the history lesson here. As I said, it's an old, proud institution, oldest continuously operating trading post in all of Avernum, founded by Shaney in, well, a long time ago. We've had a lot of tourist trade here. Visitors staying in the Fisher Post often stop by to pick up a souvenir of old Avernum. A lot less of that now, of course. Who was Shaney? My grandmother, rest her soul, one of the pioneers of old Avernum. Wise old woman, and sharp at business. I try to take after her. What would someone from the Empire want here? History. A piece of history. Take a dagger, say it was used in the Empire War to stab someone or other, and the surfacer will give 50 coins for it. Pff, wow, okay, so you freely admit to just making up, just fabricating ancient artifacts. Cool. I mean, so long as it's, if you're just fooling the tourists from the surface, I guess, who's gonna object, right? Not that I would do such a thing to a fellow Avernite soldier, of course. All right, from everyone who stops by with something to sell. Oh, I guess I don't know why I just mindlessly clicked on something, thinking that I would just advance the text. I guess I asked where she gets the items from. From everyone who stops by with something to sell, adventurers, refugees, miners, bandits. She looks annoyed. I do my best not to fence stolen goods. I'm an honest woman. But of course I can't tell where everything in the world came from, can I? Well, no, realistically not. Not everything. Not that I would care, really. I mean, I'm making most of my money by selling stuff I plundered from somewhere. Obviously, only from bad guys, ever. But, you know. Let's change subjects. I'd like to know something else. Isn't it dangerous out here? Oh, yes. It would be worse if I had a lot of food. But as you can see, I don't. I mean, she's indeed very thin. But there are brigands and scribane eaters and folks who are simply desperate. Fortunately, I can defend myself. What do you know about the scribane trade? Little. It's dangerous to know too much about it. It took root in the Great Cave during the chaos after the Slith Horde came. It will be desperately hard to get rid of that stuff, I think. Well... Beware that foul herb. It has benefits, true, but it exacts a vicious price for them. How do you defend yourself? Well, I have these, she pats the wands on her belt, fully charged, and I have my goblin guard. The bandits know that it wouldn't be worth the risk to fight me. You have goblins here? I mean, we saw them. Oh yes, they work for me. They respond well to a strong, firm leader. I feed them and treat them kindly, and they're loyal enough. Not that I don't lock the door when I sleep, of course. Well, I hope that keeps working out for you. Okay, I'm too curious. What did I ask? Who was Shani? Where do you get your wares? Yeah, that's all it is. Okay. Alright, let me see your wares. Ooh, it's a lot. That's for sure. Yeah, some just outright junk. Some useful things. Slightly expensive. Meh. Okay. She does have a girdle of strength, but... honestly, not too interested. Well, nothing magical as far as equipment goes, otherwise. Plate greaves, slith spear, Tinker's Crystal might come in handy, it's not super expensive. But we already have a few. Right? Can I sell something to you? Like some scribane, perhaps? For disposal? Well, first of all, these things. Yeah, we have 2 Tinker's Crystals, which is not a whole lot. I could buy an extra one. Or I could not. I mean, honestly, that's more than 10% of our money right now, so maybe not. But yeah, you can totally sell it, and you get way less than I thought. Okay. So, value 350, but we only get 87, so, okay. Whereas we would be getting... what did I say? 180, so yeah, 20 per, right? So we'd actually be getting 280 right now if we sold this to the shady dealer. Obviously that is a lot more, but is it worth it? No. I'm just gonna sell these. Mostly just because I find the idea funny that we're just selling this stuff and no one's gonna say anything. There. Do with that whatever you like. There's this guy living underneath the trash pits of Darmon, if you want to make a quick buck. Just saying. Anything unusual for sale? Oh, for, say, the Distinguished Adventurer? Well, I could let you into my private showroom. There's an old spellbook in there. You could flip through it. I generally charge 500 coins for access to it, and nobody has ever felt robbed. Let me know if you're interested. Generally, you say, but... can we maybe discuss that a little? Is it negotiable? What's in the spellbook? I have no idea. I can't read magic keys. Okay. No, not for now. That's it, right? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not gonna buy the Tinker Crystal. It's just... no. Just no. Is there anything? No, just rearrange the things here, I guess, because why not? I'm assuming that either can't be... oh, it's only 10. We can almost just open that. Although maybe that's not the showroom? No, it is, I guess. Of course. Just breaking in right in front of our nose. Not, you know, not the nicest thing to do. But yeah, honestly, I'm very surprised that it's only a level 10 lock. Bars of iron. Does she sell those? Not that I need them. I mean, okay, just out of curiosity, let's buy access. Thank you, enjoy. Oh, and stay away from the case, it's got a little trap on it. Tool use skill isn't high enough, and it doesn't actually tell me. Interesting. A little trap, huh? 800 something damage? Okay. I see. Probably should have checked the spellbook first to see if it's anything useful to me anyway. Because it just might not be. Vanessa has an old book of rituals stored back here. Very old. The leather cover is cracked and faded, and many of the pages have begun to crumble. Unable to identify... unable to indefinitely hold the power stored within. You learn from one of the more intact sections a powerful chant. It can be used to regenerate and revive all nearby wounded allies. Your skill with the spell mass healing increases. Okay, unfortunately that's pretty useful. Now the question still is, do I just pick the lock? Do I just wait until Xaz levels up one more time and I'll just be able to get in for free? Even though it feels like kind of a dick move. But honestly, 500 coins right now? Not too long ago, I would have just paid that without thinking too much about it, but then I spent, I don't know, 4,000 coins or so on training cave lore or nature lore. So yeah, I mean, right now that feels like too much of my money, of my limited money. So we get some random farmers here. Will we finally get a blighted sample? What am I doing? Cave crawlers. Is that the same creature? I guess it's just, yeah, it's just facing that way, whereas these are facing this way. Okay. They look very different depending on which way they're looking. Can they even come over here? Oh, that's so good. Actually. Oh, come on. That worked well enough. So, what did we dig up here? Spiritual herbs. There you go. Yeah, I mean, Dragon did not complain about his crop being affected by the plague, but surely, or by the blight, but surely it must be, right? So a giant lizard neutral, okay. There's gotta be something in this labyrinth of mushroom trees, though. Okay. We count all the lizards. Is there... Oh. Oh, these... Oh, diseased mushrooms! These can't be sold. Okay. We need just a sample of that. Oh, that's... Honestly, that's a possibility that had not occurred to me. I was convinced that it would be just... You know, an item, a special item, basically, listed in the journal like this. Yeah, somehow I did not expect to just find mushrooms somewhere that I pick up as an item. But surely these must be what I'm looking for, right? I suppose there's no reason not to take all of them, especially since they stack. I mean, if they didn't stack, I definitely would not take them, but... well... There we go. Corrupted mushrooms. Fresh samples of corrupted mushrooms. I mean, here they're called diseased mushroom, but obviously we're talking about the disease that everyone's talking about these days, right? How tough are these? Not tough. Okay. Sorry guys, you know what that means. So we need all the experience that we can get. You can get that. Short sword. Wait. That can actually be sold. Huh. Okay. Nothing more hiding in here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so we did get armed disease mushrooms from this. I mean, at least they weren't just in some random nondescript place, but in a somewhat interesting looking place. And since there was nothing clickable, of course I checked for items on the ground. And thankfully I double-checked the mushrooms. I mean, I guess I hesitated and almost didn't look at them, but then I thought, wait, I kind of do need food, so I was going to pick that up, expecting them to just be mushrooms. Because obviously they didn't bother to make them look any different, which is kind of mean. But yeah, glad I just happened to see that. I guess now that I know that these mushrooms were handled that way. Although, now that I think about it some more, I am supposed to find mushroom samples from different places, but these aren't labeled as being from the Great Cave, so how's the game gonna keep track? I do wonder if they're actually the right thing. If they're actually what I'm looking for. Because, yeah, how would the game know that those are the Great Mushroom sample and not some other random diseased mushroom? Can I just tell the NPC that, hey, these are, look at these mushrooms, they're from 6 different places all over Avernum. Here you go. I mean, I guess they would be able to tell that they look identical, that they're clearly from the same place or something. I don't know, but and I also doubt that we'll even have the option to try and fool them like that. You enter the remains of an old brewery. Many a barrel of Avernum's trademark vile mushroom ale has emerged from this abandoned building. Or maybe it's not abandoned. You hear the faint echoes of shrill, high-pitched cackling coming from the stairway. Oh no. Is it gremlins? I mean, gremlins are known for gremlin wine, though, and not for mushroom ale. Oh, it's just drunken goblins. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Didn't even bother to check how tough these guys are. Not very. And it's another nice application for our icy rain. And these guys are so drunk they can't even hit us. Honestly, quite pathetic, but hey, goblins are goblins. Kinda late for us to take pity on them now. And there they go. Steel javelins, yes please. Just normal wine. Don't suppose there's gonna be any Almarian wine. Or if there was, they'd probably drank that first. Wait, Steel Ward. Steel Ward? Steel Ward? Yeah. Oh, never mind. They must have overlooked it. There we go, that's 4 out of 6. Not bad. And does the Almarian wine look different? Yeah, actually. These are green, whereas these are brown. Okay. But there aren't any more than the ones that I picked up. Okay. And these are just more wine, yes. Oh. Okay. Don't mind if I do. What's happening here? This is an abandoned quarry. Stone blocks were mined out of here to make the buildings in this area. Okay, and now we can pick up a lovely crystal and a beautiful crystal, which are both just the selling type. Oh, and of course there are some some not so amazing crystals that I'll still sell. Thank you very much. I was... Huh? What is this? Quarry. Oh, yes. Why this is marked on the map, I don't really know. Maybe some kind of quest is gonna take place there later, because for now it doesn't seem particularly noteworthy, but okay. Anyway, yeah, I didn't want to really head further south right away, because... Oh, well, for one, I never went towards Fort Saffron. I probably should do that, honestly. Change of plans again. I mean, it's not really a change of plans, it's just following through with a plan that I had made and forgotten about. So that doesn't count. Also, it's gonna be almost immediately, yeah, that we're gonna get stopped. There is a teleporter here, though, which is kind of convenient. Hello there, fellow soldier. Private Tennyson. Another surprisingly named gate guard. The front gates of Fort Saffron are held closed to you. A private watches you approach through the window. He waves you over. He looks barely old enough to shave, yet alone be a soldier. Greetings, he stammers. The commander put me here to watch the gate, so, I'm Private Tennyson. Do I open the gate for you? Yes, obviously. Please open the gate for me. I mean, might as well try. I'm sorry, I need to have a letter of orders or something. A letter or orders or something. The gate is sealed otherwise. Commander's orders. I'm really, really sorry. He smiles apologetically, but there's nothing else he'll be able to do here. Yeah, I mean, okay. How long have you been a soldier? Not long. My family was short on food, so soldiers get fed. So I made things easier on them. I was sent here. Could be much worse. Yeah, indeed. I mean, that seems like a pretty safe post. A wizard from the castle sent me to recover a powerful artifact. They did? They did, actually. Really? Wow, gee, that's pretty exciting. Let me check my notes. He looks through his scrolls. Yes, I found a letter from someone called Lark. You can come in. Talk to the commander. He can tell you where to start searching. Oh. Well, looks like I was wrong, and I can actually enter this place. But almost certainly, well, while I might be able to explore Fort Saffron itself, I almost certainly won't be able to progress past it, or at the very least get stopped at Spire Fortress. Because clearly the idea is not to let me out of the Great Cave general area until I'm done with my first set of main quests, right? I'm not sure if I'm quite ready to explore Fort Saffron, even though it's probably a relatively small place, all things considered. Well, now I know that's an option, but I want to go back and check out one thing. Because one of the things I was interested in finding out was if I would be able to enter Darmon, or rather, if I'm correct in my assumption that I won't be allowed to enter Darmon until I have the quest to go there. Yet last time I speculated that this would actually lead into Darmon itself, and indeed it seems to do just that. I mean, that's what I assumed last time when I saw these stairs going downwards, but that's only because at that point I had forgotten about my previous assumption that, judging by the way it's drawn, there's this, gate drawn here on the south end of Darmon. I always assumed that that was going to be the main entrance. And so, after last episode, I thought, wait, maybe these don't actually go to Darmon. They must go to some sort of minor subterranean area. Or something, but this definitely looks like Darmon itself. Yep, sure enough. You have descended into the city of Darmon. It is one of Avernum's oldest, darkest, and roughest cities. A colony of miners and blacksmiths, quick with their fists and eternally suspicious of outsiders. Darmon is buried beneath a gigantic spire of rock above your head. The city lies within a network of tunnels that have been expanded and expanded again many times. Most of the ceilings are claustrophobia-inspiringly low. Like all of the remaining cities of Avernum, Darmon is very busy. Refugees, miners, beggars, even some farmers, all of them have come here to look for food or work or a way back to the surface. And based on the signs at the entry, the leaders of Darmon are using the threat of harsh punishment to maintain control. Perhaps nothing else will suffice to restrain the mob. The warning, I'm guessing, is on here. Darman law is harsh. We give no second chances. Theft and assault will be harshly punished. I mean, you'd think that that's true basically anywhere in the civilized world. The somewhat civilized world of Avernum specifically, perhaps. Okay, we got the pylon right here. So what is at the south end then? If this is... This very much feels like the main entrance. I mean, there's the warning sign, and we get the little greeting description. I guess it's just one of two main entrances. Possibly there's even one on the western side as well. Also, who actually were these people? Just soldiers, gotcha. And yep, this is just another entrance connecting to the same main road. Okay. Fair enough. And also, I was wrong. I can absolutely enter Darman. And, well, I could. But I guess I might as well actually pick up the quest first. And indeed, there's a another entrance right here. There's some people, no one with a name, so I don't care. Any sneaky digging spots here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, now I've technically explored around Darman, but only very technically. Well, you know what? Since we did gain access to Fort Saffron, and it might actually really be just a very tiny place. I mean, according to the map, it's not very large. So, let's take a look. They do have a job board, though, so, okay. Might be a bit more of a thing. Message to Barga. Well, we're almost certainly not going to get through to Barga quite yet. But I'm going to pick up that quest anyway, because otherwise I'm just going to forget. There's a letter tacked to the job board. It looks like 3 sheets of papyrus, folded in thirds and sealed with wax. It's addressed to Overby Barga. Overby? What kind of name is that? No, not that I need to worry about that. Fort Spire records. Recently we had to abandon Fort Spire. In our haste, several important ledgers were left behind. They need to be recovered as quickly as possible, or failing that, destroyed. Why would I not be able to recover them, but be able to destroy them? If I can get to where they are, I might as well pick them up, right? They were left on the 2nd floor of the fort. They, or news of their destruction, should be taken to Commander Melu of Fort Saffron. Well, they certainly do make it sound like destruction is an option. Huh. I guess we'll see what's up with that when we eventually get there. Probably not anytime soon, but who knows. Abyss Thugs. Okay, yeah, I mean, obviously all of these quests are for when I'm actually going to be allowed into the Abyss. Which I don't expect to be anytime soon, but I might be wrong again. There have been reports of a band of brigands camped at the entrance to the Abyss. Oh, right at the entrance? Well, we'll see. Grabbing new arrivals and stripping them of the supplies Fort Saffron provided them. They should be driven off. A bounty for this feat can be received from Sergeant Horam of Fort Saffron. Okay. Well, who knows? Maybe we will get to at least the entrance. So we got Adeline here. Some sort of merchant, obviously. And we got a bunch of soldiers just hanging out. And this person, while looking kind of special. No, I guess they're all different looking. I guess suggesting that they're all wearing some kind of equipment, whatever is available, basically, as opposed to orderly uniforms. Uniforms. Oh, hey, you're Sergeant Horam, actually. You meet a Nephil soldier. She seems very busy, alternating between inventorying supplies and checking the stairs up to the cells. She tries to brush past you, but you intercept her. Kind of rude. She sighs and says, I'm Sergeant Horam. Very busy I am. I can help, but not too long. Not for long. Much equipment, many prisoners. What do you need? What's your job here? I am the one in charge of dealing with Abyss. I send merchants through, question merchants coming back, collect the prisoners, tell them about Abyss, and send them through. Right now, though, I'm trapped by supplies and soldiers from Fort Spire. Must deal with them. Trapped by supplies and soldiers from Fort Spire. Wait. You're not talking about us, because we're not soldiers from Fort Spire. Okay. Tell me about the Abyss. Her tail twitches in aggravation. All right, I tell you a few things. Abyss is frontier, full of wild brigands and thieves and thugs. But I'm sure you know that. Abyss is hungry, like all of Avernum, and chaotic, and has 2 cities, Spire to south, Barga to north. Is it dangerous? Everywhere is dangerous now, but Abyss more so. They have little food. King Styrus sends some supplies to help them, but not much. I think place is close to chaos, very unpredictable. Tell me about Spire. Southern town has farms and traders. Some miners and explorers go there to get crystals. They trade them with our merchants in Spire. Also has an arena. Oh, an arena, you say. Bloodsport, ugly. Yes, quite. But also profitable. Merchants tell me that mayor there seems calm. Strangely so. Food appearing there that should not be. Suspect something is happening. Can't find what. Okay. Interesting. Tell me about Barga. Very dangerous place now. Always warlike, but now has a chief there. Keeps men at arms. Forces people there to stay. Wants to make own little nation down here in starving tunnels. If we had soldiers to spare, we might deal with him before he becomes problem. We do not. Well, you do have us, but I guess you're not in charge here. That definitely does sound like another quest, though. You have prisoners? She nods. The prisoners sentenced to Abyss are brought and handed to me, held in cells above. I advise them, give them supplies, send them north. What supplies do they get? A leather jerkin, 3 days of food, a short sword, 10 coins, enough to give them a chance to live. Sentenced to Abyss is not sentenced of death, not usually. What advice do you give? Be polite, be careful, stay away from strangers on roads, get to city quickly, find work. Good advice in general, actually. Yeah. Does anyone else ever go through? Yes, merchants, soldiers like you sometimes, miners. If I think they can survive, I let them through. Some time ago, I even let a young duelist from the Empire through. Strange young human, probably dead now. Okay, care to elaborate on that person? I guess not. Tell me about the equipment. Don't touch it. I've just counted it all. Don't take any away, or I have to count again, please. Well, we could take some and tell you how much we took. Or we could just not touch it, I guess. That's that, huh? Yeah. What equipment are we talking about exactly? Who knows? Okay, cells are up this way. What is this? That just controls that one gate. Weird. Okay, well, there's some stuff here. I see. That is difficulty 11. Unfortunately, we're not going to be getting there quite that soon. How will we actually get here? Well, from through the gates and just around. Okay, yeah. Not particularly mysterious, that, actually. Up here we just have... Oh, that's just open. Okay. It's kind of odd, but yeah. Okay. You can imagine that they can just look out over the entrance of the Abyss there, I guess. The guards are watching the blasted fields to the north, watching for incursions from Abyss raiders or monsters from the enormous chasm. One of them says to you, if you want to go out there, you need permission from the commander. Yeah, that's what I thought. Commander, though, where might he be? Probably in here, actually. Oh, no, that's the infirmary. So, in here, probably. Barracks, maybe. Officers' quarters, okay. Well, somewhere over here, then. I think that's fair to assume. We got a small trash pit, not particularly bad by the standards down here, compared to some of the trash pits we encountered. Okay, we got another tower here. Nothing of real interest to us. Okay, let's start here. The barracks, nameless soldier, some meal we can't take, or we won't take anyway. Soldier. Oh, there he is, Commander Mello, right there. There's a middle-aged man, a mage even, sitting in the small office, surrounded by scrolls and tomes. Not books of magic, but ledgers, records, and inventories. Aides constantly bombard him with questions. He seems very distracted. However, when you arrive, he makes time to speak with you. He leans back, waves away the other soldiers, lights a pipe, and says, "Welcome to you. Word came here before you that you would be coming." "Oh, really? I didn't know that I was coming here. How could you know?" "I'm Commander Mello. As you can see, things are a bit hectic here. Let me get you squared away, and then I can get back to taming the chaos." Squared away, huh? What has been going on here? "A bit of a shift in the border. Avernum has abandoned the Spire Fortress to the Abyss. It's their problem now. As of, well, not long ago, Fort Saffron is now the border of Avernum. And now I'm trying to figure out where to send the soldiers and equipment freed up by the abandonment of Fort Spire." If you have any equipment that you are desperate to be rid of, then, I'm happy to help. "Tell me about Fort Spire." "Fascinating place. Not far to the north. It's perched on an enormous stone spire in the middle of that chasm. Might have thought a cavequake would have destroyed the place by now, but that hasn't happened." "Why was Fort Spire abandoned?" "Because Avernum isn't as scared of the Abyss as it used to be, and it has worse problems. Having 2 forts between us and them was deemed too much, and we can always take it back when we need it again." Okay, so you weren't forced to abandon it, you just decided to. Okay. So the Abyss controls Fort Spire? I think we saw some of their brigands go there, on behalf of Spire, Barga, or themselves, we don't know. Knowing the Abyss, though, they've probably already lost it to monsters by now. Well, I guess we'll find out eventually what's going on there. "I'd like to know more about the Abyss." "I can tell you a few things, but my knowledge is out of date. Haven't been there for years. The Abyss is where Avernum sends petty criminals and those who refuse to obey our laws. Has been since the early days. They have their own cities, their own soldiers, and their own harsh law. There are 2 cities there, Spire to the south and Barga to the north." "Do the Abyss and Avernum ever fight?" "Not for many years. Lately our relations have been closer than most, trading with each other and so on. But these days, anything could happen." "How's the Abyss dealing with the Blight?" "Badly, I suspect. They aren't well organized out there, but I honestly don't know. I would talk to Sergeant Horam. She deals with them more than I do." Yeah, well, we didn't really get anything particularly... Well, actually I did get info about things that are going on in both Spire and Barga, so yeah, never mind. She was useful. "Is there anything you want done in the Abyss?" He raises his eyebrows. "I'd heard you were ambitious." "Really? From whom? Again?" "Well, if you are wandering around there, I've heard rumors from a few merchants who came back from there. Serious rumors that need investigation." "About what?" "The Dark Side Loyalists." Dark Side Loyalists. Yeah, obviously they are from previous games. But who exactly were they? Were they the ones we were hunting in Avernum 5? I honestly don't remember if it was them or someone else. I know we hunted this one guy whose name I probably should remember. But I forget if he was the leader of or part of the Darkside Loyalists or if that was a different group. Anyway, Darkside Loyalists, obviously bad people that we will eventually want to kill, as we do. Darkside Loyalists. Yes, I know. They were thought to be wiped out after Emperor Redmark ascended to the throne. But I think a few of them are still around, and some of them might be hiding in the Abyss. They might even have a base there. If you can find signs of it, I want to know. Huh. Who are the Darkside Loyalists? Oh, they might be from before your time. They are rebels against the Empire. They hate Avernum, and they want the Empire to return to the cruel days of old. They even assassinated Empress Prozac. Okay, so... yeah, no, I guess whoever the bad guys were in the previous game, I guess they were someone else, and the Darkside Loyalists are from before that time. Oh well. They were mostly wiped out a decade ago. Oh, never mind. Maybe that was exactly that. Is that when Empress Prozac was assassinated? I thought that had happened in some even earlier game, but dude, I don't know. It's been too long, obviously. These things all blend together. It's fine. A decade ago, but a few dangerous pockets of them might remain. The Empire will appreciate it if you locate and deal with them. Huh. If I find any of them, should I attack? He laughs. If they survive this long, I'd run fast and far. They are likely to be extremely dangerous. I mean, I'm gonna deal with them eventually. I'm here from the castle on behalf of Lark. I need to recover the blessed Athame. Or Athame. I must have looked up how to pronounce that, I don't know, half a dozen times by now, and it doesn't help that apparently there is no real consensus about how to pronounce that. There are like 5 different ways to do it, and I can't just... I don't know if Athame is one of them. I think it is, but whether that's the most common way to say it, I have absolutely no idea. Either way, it's, you know... not that important. I was wondering when someone would come for that thing. The gate to those old tunnels is upstairs. I'll have it open for you. Some mages came here to investigate those tunnels and place wards in them a few months ago. They never came out. I'd be careful up there. Huh, that sounds very, inviting and, you know, encouraging. Tell me about those tunnels. I was never able to find out much. They were built over 20 years ago. There were brigands or something hiding up there until adventurers cleared them out. They were sealed up and I was told to just leave them alone. And I did for years, but I don't think they're empty anymore. Okay. Can I get some supplies? Oh, that is all I need. I'm trying desperately to inventory what we have and send it out, and you just want to make things disappear. Just get your weapons and so forth through regular channels, will you? Oh, okay. Guess that's a no. Yeah, I don't know. For a moment I wasn't sure if he was exactly whether he was offended or I don't know. But I guess yes, somewhat. I need to get to the abyss. He shakes his head. Sorry, things are too volatile right now without random soldiers blundering around. Until you have orders, I can't let you go out there. Okay. Unfortunate, but not unexpected. I mean, honestly, it's probably not too unfortunate either. It's not like we're out of things to do. Okay, yep, random quarters. Just as advertised. Now, where are those upper tunnels? No, seriously, where would they be? To cells? I guess that's... At least that goes up. There's a button there. Okay. Well, I guess now that I spotted that randomly, might as well investigate. Oh. Ah. Tool use isn't high enough. I mean, that's almost certainly going to kill me. Yep, sure enough. Those things usually do. That's another one for the notes. Oh well. So the tunnel's going to be through the infirmary? No. Oddly, the infirmary was locked up. Perhaps their healer was sent elsewhere. Oh yeah, it was locked. It's also tinier than expected. I will take the curing potion, I guess. Because I might as well. And the herbs. Huh. Okay. He said he was going to have the tunnels unlocked for me. Huh. But didn't bother to specify where I would have to go. So I guess I'll check up here. Well, there's a cell of some sort. Prisoners were held in these cells while waiting to be taken to the abyss. Right. No reason to assume that there's anything useful in there, and there is not. What about this? Oh. That was not even locked. Kraven. There is a small, wiry man shackled by the leg to his post. Okay, so he can't escape. There's something feral and dangerous about him. Even though he wears rags and is unarmed, it's probably a good thing he's kept tightly secured. He smirks at you. I don't know you. You're not a Saffron soldier. Come to gawk at Craven, eh? To poke at the prisoner? Have your fun. I'll be gone soon enough. Who are you? I can't ask that, unfortunately. How did you get here? Well, I didn't have enough food. I was hungry. Then I found some food, so I ate it. And just for that, I was thrown in chains. And now I'm here. You found some food? And where, pray tell, did you find it? In the back halls of the Darmon Food Depot. And nobody was there to tell me not to eat it, so I did. On the way out, I got caught. Since I was Darmon, they almost killed me. Instead, they whipped me and sent me here. We're soft-hearted for a moment, I suppose. And there was no other way to get food? He laughs harshly. You soldiers, you don't know a thing about what life is like out there. You can't work for food if there is no food to work for. Don't be smug. Soon everyone in Avernum will be just like me. You're going to send us all to the abyss? Dude, chill. I didn't throw you in here. Although I guess I would have, because we are soldiers after all. Kinda have to follow the rules. Anyway, where are you going? They gave me a choice. Go to the western reaches to work like a slave, or go north. I'm going to the abyss, to find my own way to survive. I'm going to Spire. I hear things. And what will you do in the abyss to get food? Whatever I have to. Been hungry once. Never will again. Ever. What have you heard about Spire? They have a new ally. They're going to get food. They're going to survive. And I'll do what I have to get in with them. Who is their ally? I mean, could it be anyone but the Slith Horde? You'll find out. Someone who'll make you all pay for what you do to people like me. I'm sure of it. You suspect that he doesn't actually know. I mean, he might or might not know, but yeah, again, there don't seem to be that many possible options. Also, this might be the gate that was unlocked. It's definitely a gate that looks like it might have been locked at some point, and this is leading into a somewhat disused looking tunnel. I should probably be saving. I also probably should not be exploring this right now. I mean, should I? I don't know. I wasn't really planning on this. I wasn't planning this far ahead at all. I guess for now I'm going to work under the assumption that this is indeed the tunnel. I mean, it kind of has to be, right? There was no other place to go except for that one locked storeroom back in the fortress, and then of course the gate leading out into the abyss or towards the Spire fortress. So this, yeah, I mean, this has to be the place. I mean, it's definitely not what I was expecting to do, and I might indeed not be able to. I guess I'll know next time when I open this door and find out what's behind it, and if it's gonna one-shot me or not. But I'll give it a try, I suppose, now that I've found myself here randomly. If I can deal with this quest, I suppose there's no reason not to. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be attempting next time. For now, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.